Like, I'm not going to be able to function with a MacBook. Like, I
Right.
don't know how to do it, right? So
Yeah.
there was like, I started sharing this with my students, right? So like, oh, it was so funny though what like happened over the course of a few weeks. So I told my girls in the classroom, I was like, girls, I was like, I got some really, really hard news today. And, of course I'm being dramatic, because I like the bit of drama in the classroom, like being funny with them. And they were like, Miss, what? And I was like, okay. I was like, we're getting new laptops for the teachers. And I'm a little bit scared, right? And they're like, Miss, why? And I was like, I'll be honest, girls, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be confident enough to use this MacBook. And they're like, Miss, you can do it. We believe in you. We know you can do a growth mindset. And like, they're basically
Wow.
regurgitating what I'm teaching them, right? And I'm like, oh my God, like role reversal, right? So these kids are like whiz kids with their iPads. Like, they're so tech savvy, these girls. It's amazing how kids are so young already with technology.
Of course, yeah.
And yeah. And then, so like what I did, I joke you not, right? I had the Toshiba and the MacBook together for like 2, 3 weeks to help me transition because I couldn't just rely on the Mac. I was like, no, no, if something happens, like I need to know that I can use the Toshiba. So like I was going around, no joke, I was going around with the Toshiba and the MacBook together, right? For like 2, 3 weeks. And the girls in my class, sorry, I just changed here. The girls in my class were like, they knew then, like, Miss Eilish is learning, Miss Eilish is learning. She's taking it step by step, baby steps. And like I told them, I said, I'm having a growth mindset, and I'd have the two of them open at the same time, and I'd kind of get a bit like risky then with the MacBook, and we'll try something new today. And they'd be cheering me on, like, oh my God, yeah, Miss Eilish. I'm like, yeah, it's like I did it. I was like, oh my God. So then it came the day where we got an email, and it was like, okay, all staff must return the Toshiba. Like, it's time to like commit to the MacBook, right? So I was like, oh my God, it's like, this is it. I was like, I have to give it back. So I told the girls, like, so they had Arabic. So like, we do the transition where we take a break and they're being taught Arabic. And I
Yeah.
told I
Yeah.
told the girls, like, I said, when I come back, I'm only going to have one laptop. And they're like, Miss, I was like, we'll have to wait and see what does Miss Eilish choose. So I went away anyway. Obviously, I did all the handing back thing or whatever. And I came in the classroom with the MacBook, and the cheers out of the girls. Like, they were just like, yes, Miss, we believe in you. We know you can do it, And like, that's just
Wow.
an example of me showing my vulnerability that like it was new for me. And like, I was so, so scared of the Mac. Like, because like, you know what it's like in teaching, like the
Of
last thing you
course.
need is technology issues. Do you
Yeah, yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that's amazing because that like you probably taught them so many things with that one incident. You probably taught them so
Oh,
many. And the fact that when you were vulnerable, their first instinct was to be supportive. You know,
yeah,
they
yeah,
saw you as being human and they wanted to help you and support you. And I
yeah.
think that's what actually happens when you're vulnerable, isn't it? People
Mm-hmm.
reach out and they
And I
can.
will say, as I reflect on that story, because that was 2 years ago, I had a really, really strong relationship with that group. Like, I pride myself in strong relationships with all my students. Like, for me, it's something I really cultivate in my classroom because I'm, naturally coming from coaching, it's something that you tend to kind of give more attention to. But
Yeah, yeah.
I do think from that experience alone, where they saw me being really vulnerable in a learning scenario, it definitely like it sowed the seeds of how to fail and how to learn and how to be vulnerable and how to feel safe and trusted, you
Of
know?
course. And they can trust you and you probably had a huge impact on them, it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I
No, of
hope
course,
so.
definitely. Yeah, they realize that if they don't understand something or they're scared, it's okay.
Mm.
Okay, they can just
Yeah.
ask. So many people are scared to ask, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I used to ask the girls to show me like on the iPad how to do like oh, I've forgotten it now. What's it called? Airdrop, right?
yeah,
That for
yeah.
me was
I
just like
say,
couldn't understand it, couldn't get my head around it. And the kids would teach me with their iPads, and I'd have my iPad, Like they're amazing, do you know? And when you switch the roles, there's that mutual respect then where they know that we don't know it all. We are human as teachers as well. You know, we're always learning still.
And that's another point as well, actually, isn't it? For a leader, if they don't know something, it's okay to say that they don't know as well.
Yeah.
They don't have to know everything. I mean, that can create trust as well. It's like, okay, I don't know. Who does know this? We can help. Way, you know, we can all like help together. No, I think that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Anybody else? Do you have any comments about leading and following? And are you a leader? Are you a follower? And do you have any questions? But so your three main qualities of a leader, then I guess you kind of said them.
Oh, definitely emotional intelligence. Like, you know, people have to. You have to be able to read people, and it's not like in a manipulative way, but like you have to be able to know. You have to be able to know when something is being well received as a leader.
And how do you know?
have to be by the reaction of people, by keeping your ear to the ground and like listening to people on the front line. You know, okay, how is this impacting people on the front line? How is this impacting people directly in the classroom? How is this impacting people directly on the call center, you know, that are answering the phones?
Yeah.
Like you really have to keep your ear to the ground and knowing your impact of your decisions being made. So that ties in, I think, with like being a listener, emotional intelligence, compassion, trust. I think you have to be innovative as a leader. You have to be willing to go there and take risks and learn to fail, but model it. You have to model innovation. You can't just teach it. If followers see their leader being innovative,